Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. This is where I talk about everything mom related, relationship, marriage, parenting and so on. So today I'll be talking about parenting a toddler, right? But first let me start with a disclaimer. This is what has worked for me, like what has actually worked for me. Why parenting techniques or discipline technique is a very sensitive topic. A lot of people have their own opinion, and some might not agree with what I've said, right? Everybody has their own different method. That is why I said this is based on what have based on what has actually worked for me. As a child continues to grow and develop, their needs and activities will change right along with them. They begin to get more active, more social, and they're also able to communicate their needs and their wants. So here are some, tips that I use in my own house. One, you encourage your child to try new things. Encourage them daily, on a daily basis. Let them try new things. Don't just look at them that, oh, this is a baby, what's at this stage, just encourage them, show them new things to do, read to them, like there's so much these kids can accumulate. They might not be able to express themselves, but they know a lot, right? So that's number one. Number two, encourage them to be independent. Yes, encourage them to feed themselves, to wear their clothes by themselves. Like me, when I say toddlers for me is from, let's say, age 9 months to above 3 months, 3-4 thereabouts. That is how I categorize them for me. Right, so encourage them to eat by themselves. But no, when I say 9 months, you're not telling a 9-month child to feed themselves, right? So at least from a year upward, they have their own little table, feeding table and all that. Encourage them. I'm telling you, you don't know what in the long run you're really going to benefit from it. My own first child, I didn't really do all of this with him because, okay, for the feeding part, I felt if I allow him to feed himself, it's going to create so much mess and I'll have to clean up the place and all that. So to me, it's going to save me stress and it's going to save me, time if I feed him, and the place won't be messy. But funny enough, I continued feeding him till he was above 4 years old. Yes, in fact, almost 5. And the funny thing is, in school he feeds himself, but when he gets home he expects me to do it, and I was doing it till he was almost 5 years old. So I wish I started earlier, right? I wish I actually started earlier. As much as you feel like, oh, when you do this for them is going to save you stress, like cleaning up the mess, and no, please don't. I had to stop that. I took the will I say mistake? Yes, I took that from my first child and I implemented it. Like I had to change the method with my second child, and I could see the difference. You understand? But 3, mean what you say. When you say yes, let your yes be yes, and when you say no, let your no be no. No playing outdoor today. No playing outdoor. No watching of TV today. Make sure it's a no watching of TV today. You understand? Oh, I'm taking we're going to watch a movie, or we're going to get ice cream. Make sure what you say, mean it, and make sure you do it. Make sure if you feel, if not, they won't take you serious. You understand? My house, there are some days of the week no TV day. It wasn't easy at first, but in the long run, see, I'm actually enjoying it. At first it wasn't easy, but I had to stick to it. I didn't bend. I didn't make them bend me. And in fact, some days they'll even be the one to tell me, oh, today is not TV day now, Mom, why is the TV on? You understand? So that is it. Just mean what you say. When you promise them something, fulfill your promise. And when you tell them no, that you're not going to do this, or no ice cream today, or no this for you, or no this, just stick to it. So they take you serious at all time. Number 4, yeah, use positive language to encourage positive behavior. Yes, always use positive language whenever they do something right. Don't just overlook it. Encourage them. Tell them how they did great. Tell them how they In fact, when my little boy, when I tell him, yeah, you did it, I see the look on his face, I see how excited he is, because he knows what I'm he knows I'm praising him, you understand? So as little as they are, always encourage them with positive language. And funny enough, when you keep doing that, you start seeing positive behavior. You get what else, remove shame from mistake. Like when they make mistake, make sure they don't feel ashamed about it. Make sure they're not ashamed of it when they make mistake, you understand? You can joke with it, and don't make them feel bad about it. Just look for something and make it. Or you can also try, when you make mistake, everybody makes mistake, right? So when you make mistake, also try and make it fun, like joke about it. So when it gets to their turn, they know they make mistake, but don't let them feel bad about it. Don't let them get ashamed of themselves. Number 5 and number 6, for those that are still trying to build their language skills and all that, help them in completing their words, like words they say, and what do they call it? Sometimes they might want to pronounce something like imagine your baby sees a bottle and say baba, baba, baba. Encourage them, say the words for them. Yeah, you did it, bottle. You just encourage them, and before you know, those words they start getting used to the real words, and before you know it, they start pronouncing it. It helps you help them develop their language skill. What else? Okay, yes, ignore them. You see, especially those, as in this particular time when they come and start throwing tantrums, and they start throwing themselves on the floor or start crying, non-stop. They want you to do a particular thing at a particular time and all that, and if you don't do it, you see them crying non-stop, throwing themselves on the floor. See, ignore them. It's not easy as a mom, especially for new moms. I'm telling you, just lock up, close your eyes. Because if not, you just keep falling. They know. When you encourage them, when you ignore them, they know it doesn't work. That thing they're doing doesn't work. But if you don't ignore them, they keep doing it. Yes, I have this experience, like firsthand. My daughter, she did it so well that, hey God, any little thing, once you don't give her what she wants, or you say no, she'll just carry herself and throw on the floor. And anytime she wants to, once I see her do like this, I'll just quickly, because I don't want her to feel hurt, or imagine when she throws herself on the floor, she's going to like feel pain. So I just go grab her, and she kept doing it every time. It was becoming so much. Any little thing she'll throw herself on, and sometimes if you don't get there, if you don't watch there on time, she's just going to eat herself on the floor. So what I started doing, I just make sure there's a mat, those mat that is well padded. I had to make sure there's a mat on the floor anywhere she is, and anytime she tries to do, I'll just ignore her. I'll just remove my face. I kept doing that. She didn't stop at first. She kept doing it, and then she was trying herself on the floor. She did it for a very long time, and all of a sudden, I think when she realized that we don't really send her anymore, she stopped on her own. She actually stopped. So ignore them when they throw tantrums and all that, and oh, this thing they are doing is a bad behavior. They're not supposed to do that, because you've given them actually what they want. They've eaten, you've carried them, and they just want more. Just ignore them, and when they realize that it doesn't work, they are going to stop. Parenting is hard work, but it's also fun and rewarding. There are many things you can do to build a safe, stable and nurturing relationship for you and your child, right? Dealing with a toddler is repetition. You understand? You need to understand that you have to repeat a lot of things. Don't do this, don't go here, why are you still crying? You just have to keep repeating things over and over again till they get it. Once you understand that dealing with a toddler is repeating things, is repetition, you won't get so worked up. You won't get so worked up like that. You understand that it's a process, and it's just a period of this is just for a period of time, right? So I hope you like this video. If you like this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe. Yes, also you can drop in the comment section other tips you feel, that have actually worked for you and your family. So guys, see you in my next video.